If somebody came up to you, Jay, and said, all right, do you want to eat 15 of these cheese sticks? Like, you know, the string cheese sticks? You'd probably say, no, I wouldn't be able to do that. I don't want that. But if they would fry them and then give you a whole bunch of marinara sauce and give them to you, most likely you'd be like, yes, I will eat all of them. So why don't we just, like, get string cheese like a whole plate of them at restaurants?
Because they don't want to murder us.
But they give them to you in, like, fried form with marinara sauce. If they really want to kill you, they wouldn't, like, fry them and then give you more hearty stuff to put on top of it.
Fair. Alright. We're doing a thing.
A thing.
Yes, a thing. In preparation for what will be the longest speedrun in human history, we are going to watch what I think is the current world record speedrun for Super Mario Odyssey. This is 2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago, world record, the any % run. That means any glitches, any, like, skips that they can use, anything that's possible, they're using in this game. And how long do you think this game would usually casually would take?
Well, it took me casually approximately 30 episodes at about 20 minutes apiece.
Okay. I'm not good at math. What is that?
That's 3 episodes equals an hour if we're going around that. So that's about 10 hours.
About 10 hours. So 10 hours casually you're just running through the game.
And that's with me, like, backtracking and getting extra moves and stuff.
10 hours of just casual play and everything. This guy did it in an hour and 1 minute.
An hour, 1 minute, I think 42 seconds, which is just 4 seconds faster than the second most recent one that I saw, which was 3 weeks ago.
Yeah. This is crazy. He's gonna be doing some, like, frame-perfect jumps, some frame-perfect...
He's gonna be, like, landing on ledges, 1 pixel of his toe on it.
Yes, and then jumping off of it and diving like a swan dive for, like, you know, like, a good 300 feet and then landing on the moon.
He's gonna bounce off of Captain... I'm just gonna wait for him to bounce off Captain Toad's head.
It's gonna be crazy. And then, you know, there's some of the times where, like, you don't even have the hat, and he's gonna skip the whole place. He's also gonna skip some cutscenes. It's just gonna be crazy. Like, it's...
Yeah. And so, we are watching this because next Sunday...
We're going to attempt.
Not sure when it'll actually go up in relative to this video, but...
Yes. But a week from the day that we're recording
Yes, a week from the day we're recording this, I myself shall attempt a speedrun. Here's the phrase, attempt.
Attempt.
Of Super Mario Odyssey.
Underlined in bold.
Underlined in bolded. Asterisk. 72 font. Attempt.
None of us are speedrunners.
No, we're not. I am the most casual player you will ever see. How many attempts of Nuzlocke have we done on this channel? Like 50. How many have we actually completed? 1, and it wasn't even a Pokemon game. Alright, so we're gonna play this,
yeah, we're just
gonna laugh at our future selves. Here we go. This is by, LilKirbs14, published July 31st.
Also, he's using the Japanese version of this game, which is cool because most speedrunners will do it in whatever language or whatever version of the game that has the shortest amount or the quickest frame time for each of the wordings and the cutscenes and everything.
Yeah, that makes sense. Because, I mean, it's a speedrun, so, like, literally every second counts.
Will count. But we're just going to do it on the English version
because it's what I have.
Yeah. Convenience sake.
The heck was that?
So he immediately ground pounded into a roll, and then he's rolling across everything. I know for Odyssey he's going to be rolling.
Oh, jeez!
Okay, so he's got to start over. He's gonna. What is he doing right now? We can't really read what he's doing.
He's loading a save.
Okay, he's loading a save. That's another thing in speedruns they'll do. They'll quick save and they'll quit out and then come right back in to, like, skip cutscenes, to skip stuff. And
he made a save and he loaded it back in. I guess he's restarting his timer then? Yeah, see? Green,
so
green up in the corner.
He probably missed the jump and he was like, well, since it's at the beginning, I'm going to go ahead and stop.
I'll just do it this one time.
we're gonna get 30 minutes. We're gonna get to 30 minutes into our speedrun and be like, we could start over, but
we're gonna get 30 minutes.
Use at this point?
We're gonna get 30 minutes into our speedrun and still be stuck in the Sand Kingdom. Okay, hold on. I want to see how quickly he does this. Does he even like get off the ground?
Like he'll immediately jump up. Sees it.
No, he doesn't even get off the ground. He
Barely
just
gets
immediately curls into a ball, and then Droidika's out of there.
Gets the jump that time.
Skips the cutscene for the hat.
Cutscene, right? Goes directly where he needs to go.
Absolutely, yeah, of course. That's the most obvious thing you do.
Yeah, he'll like that's another thing speedrunners do. Any like monster, any like special things that you can skip or don't have to fight, they just completely ignore it.
Well, yeah, and that makes sense because speedrun.
Why would you waste time?
Exactly. If it's optional, don't do it. However,
gets that frog in the first try, immediately jumps. Frog skips all that stuff.
I'm gonna miss the frog. Watch.
Gonna miss it.
I'm gonna miss the frog. No, what I'm gonna do is the frogs are gonna be like somehow they're gonna miraculously spawn lined up in a row, and I'm gonna miss the first one, skip past the second one on the other side, and then it'll come back and hit the third one.
And look at this, he's jumping off the side of something, throwing the hat,
and then here's the hat of the fight with oh gosh, what the heck?
We'll immediately jump on that to get that.
Oh, I didn't even know you could do that.
Beat it.
I didn't even know you could jump on his hat to stop his next phase. Well, alright, there's something I didn't know.
So I'm literally also watching another speedrun on my own downtime on one of the games that I play, which is Borderlands. Borderlands is one of my favorite like games to play, and I'm trying all these new strategies. They call them strats in the speedrunning hemisphere or whatever.
Right.
Yeah, but I've been trying some of the speedrunning strats while I play casually, and dude, it's crazy. They help you out so much to like level up quicker, to get extra things that you want. So watching speedruns not only allows you to see your favorite game be broken, but it also like allows you to say, okay, well, that will, just like you saw with that boss, immediately find
I had no idea you could do that, because they don't tell you that in the game.
Skips this right here, just...
I didn't even think about trying it. Holy, he just completely skips that first moon. What?
Yeah.
That's...
Only getting the moons that he absolutely needs. The T-Rex...
He gets the T-Rex! Alright, go wreck some stuff. He's just gonna plow, right? No, he's not. Oh, he's going for the jump.
Oh,
he went for the...
Skips directly to the boss.
Because you only need like 3 moons.
Mm-hmm.
In the first area, isn't it?
3 moons.
Oh, that's right. You can jump on that hat? What? I'm angry because I had
We're not even 5 minutes in, and Chris is already like raging at this game.
I'm angry because in my first playthrough, I didn't have too much trouble with her here.
Yeah.
But when I got to the rematch with her at the end of Bowser... No, not the end of Bowser's Kingdom. At the end of that gauntlet area in the Moon Kingdom, right before you get to the wedding area, it took me 3 or 4 tries to beat her. Because I couldn't get around the stupid chain chomp coming at me.
What?
If I had known, you could just jump on the stupid hat.
Well, now you know.
Alright, so... Duly noted, if it has a hat, you can jump on it.
You can jump on it and immediately stop it from happening.
He's like the top player stroke for mana. Just like practicing, I think.
This is the other thing I kind of hate about speedrunners.
You only need 5.
Okay. So he's gonna get.
But there's that one right there.
Yeah.
So that's a quick paycheck. And then...
It's the one underneath there.
I'll land on the chest. Really? What?
You missed the
That's
globe.
I wasn't looking for a second.
What? You can't be doing a world record speed run and saying you're not moving, you're not looking.
There's some people that will literally do blind speedruns. They'll like put like things over their eyes and they'll play the whole game blindfolded. And they have world records. how do you feel about yourself as a gamer now?
I enjoy this game.
I watch people do that, and I'm like, I don't want to play anymore. I don't ever want to pick this game up.
I don't like those people. At that point, they're just show-offs. You can speedrun a game, alright, that's cool. But if you're gonna
Do it blindfolded?
that's just being rude.
Do something with your life.
That's just being rude at that point. So the majority of this game is just going to be these cutscenes here.
Yeah, and like he's mashing through them as quickly as possible. And again, the Japanese on this will load so quickly. The text will just load so quickly. He's just able to speed through them as quickly as possible.
So now we're in Sand Kingdom.
Okay.
And I guarantee.
We're 5 minutes.
And I guarantee that half an hour. What the heck was that camera glitch? But I guarantee half an hour in, we're still gonna be here.
Yeah, I mean, if you look at his time's up at the top of the screen that we're looking at.
Yeah, the green number.
The green number will be his time of what he's doing. The time underneath it is how much time he's spent, like, in this kingdom from the last kingdom. And at the times at the sections at the top will tell you how long he's gonna be in each kingdom. So like literally from the Cascade Kingdom to the end of Sand Kingdom, he's guessing it's gonna take him about 5 minutes.
And he's comparing that to what I'm guessing he's comparing that to the world record.
Yeah, he's comparing it to everything beforehand too, because all those other numbers underneath it is telling him how either under time he is or how above time he is. Cap Kingdom, he was 0.3 below the time, and Cascade Kingdom, he's 1.5
1.5 seconds over
the
world record. And he ends up being 4 minutes under. Or not 4 minutes, 4 seconds under.
Yeah.
Look at the...
Yeah, we're just talking about his time, and then like he's just
What
like,
the heck?
Camera...
He captured the bullet! That might be the craziest thing I've seen. And then he threw the hat backwards. He's gonna capture another bullet
exactly,
to get right
so he
back
can
over.
Grab over.
And then he's gonna use that bullet bill to go get that moon.
Mm-hmm. Go as quickly as possible.
So he already has over half of the moons he needs here.
Yeah.
Oh, hi, buddy. I'm gonna sneeze.
Then you gotta face that rocket punch dude at the end. I believe that until you get the
He
So-
just needs to get all the moons.
This is
he
where we
needs.
talk about any percent. Like, there can be camera glitches and there can be, like, actual game glitches. He's gonna clip through the wall right here to get that.
Lost 5.
And then just jump out of it.
And he jumps into
That room.
the
Sphinx
Sphinx room.
Yeah.
And then casually grabs some
like, a
coins on
bunch
the
of
way
coins.
out. And then he's stuck in the Sphinx, because it technically never moved. And then from here, he goes and gets that moon in the box.
And that's the other thing, you'll see a lot of them on Mario
Does he
games.
even need to do any of the bosses aside from that first one?
There's a couple of them that he does. Like the rabbit bosses, like all of them.
Okay, well that makes sense.
Those are like required.
Those
but
are story, but like like, does he even need to go under the ground and fight the Sphinx guy?
No, he doesn't need to.
I didn't think so. But he needs to at least go fight the rabbit at the top of the
Yeah. That's the
upside down
thing.
pyramid.
Yeah, listen, Kyle.
Oh, it's just... Yeah. I don't even know what to say.
And then he's gonna head to the Oasis. There's 2 or 3 moons here.
It's one bad. But yeah, that's what I was trying to say.
What?
Was
And
about
then there's the
Mario
bird.
games, is that he did that to where he was able to get that in that cycle.
Get the bird
is
in the
gonna be
same cycle?
there. Yeah. And the other thing you're seeing him do is like he will jump and ground pound to where that he will get to where the moon is
Before it gets
before it gets down on the ground.
Lost 5 here.
because the faster you can grab the moon, the faster you can keep moving.
Right.
In Mario 64 runs, they will actually ground pound, so they'll be a little bit up in the air to grab it, but in 64, it doesn't count until you hit the ground. So when you ground pound, you hit the ground quicker, so that you are able to get the star quicker to move forward in the game. But then again, you can beat 64 with no stars.
The ship just left. He got all of the moons he needed and the ship left.
Yeah.
He doesn't have to fight that rabbit.
Doesn't have to fight anybody.
I think that's what everyone's trying to do right now.
Skip all the cutscenes. Yeah,
I wonder if
was
I wonder
less
if
than
it
5.
matters if you do Wooded or Lake Kingdom first.
I don't know. I don't think it does. I think that he's just more confident. He's probably just more confident in Lake Kingdom because look, it takes him around 3 minutes. He's
here's
guessing.
the thing though. The option starts on Lake Kingdom.
Yeah, that's
So if it's literally just
clicking A.
if it's literally just a matter of I've got this game down pat and I don't need to worry about anything, then you're clicking Lake Kingdom. If it comes to the point where like an actual difficulty of the kingdoms, which it doesn't seem to be.
Yeah, he's got a pretty good grasp of the game, it looks like.
I like how he's playing the Japanese version, but it still has "You Got a Moon" in English.
Yeah. That's the other thing, like, in all American games, like all English games, it's all in English. But in a lot of other languages, especially Japanese, they'll have like a mix of the languages. Like English and something else. Like if it's German, it'll be English and German.
Right.
It'll be, you know. The text.
Turn off your phone in the theater. Or not. Nicely done. You got the checkpoint too. Get the cutscene.
Yeah, got the cap going over the back. We'll do that. Watch how he defeats this guy.
And you can jump on the hat.
We'll ground pound him when he doesn't have any frames. Jump up so that he can get enough to
And
grab
then
him again.
when he comes back up and he literally is standing.
So
under.
really, we know that we won't be able to get a lot of these frame perfect jumps and these like crazy things like that. But
beating those bosses like that, I can probably do.
Yeah, that stuff.
I can probably do that. But
Look, this is a dumb question.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
What?
Decent's better.
Cannot be tribute. Like, I can't tribute something to get this. It has to be the
It
elegant.
has to be.
Okay. Well, no, because I remember there was one other card that I could. Remember, you were like.
Oh, Swiftman Joe.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
Okay.
And he's the other level 6. I think he can attack directly too.
Yeah, but that doesn't.
Should be saving something.
Honestly, I was winning 3,400, 8,000 to 3,400, and then couldn't just got some cards, and I had this absolutely nothing I could play, so I was empty, and then I pulled the Blackwing where you can put 2.
Throw up a wall. Throw up a wall.
So the Blackwing, like the 2, I know you can't use to tribute, but can you tribute
Yes.
with that?
You can use it.
So would you? Because I have this card.
Yes, you can.
Okay. Okay.
I've just
The
had
effect
some
doesn't-
evidence, a completely different person.
It wouldn't because it's not a Blackwing mod. Well, yeah, it would. It would go off.
But no, but this is just. No, but that's if this is in the graveyard. So the effect
Yeah, it would
doesn't
have to be
happen
in
until. Gotcha. Thanks.
I literally missed the end of the Lake Kingdom because I was explaining this Yu-Gi-Oh card.
all you really missed was him putting in moons.
Now,
He got that rabbit and then broke the rock to get both of those moons pretty quickly.
last time.
And then he's just gonna buy the rest?
Yeah, he buys all of the moons that you can because it's the quickest way. You just instantly have a moon.
Comparisons points.
That's why the only reason why he's getting a lot of coins. Like,
Nice.
clips through the wall.
See, I'm not gonna be able to do any of that.
No, I mean, that's not a real thing.
What even is that? Where
That's the
even
moon
is?
that's inside that wall right there. That somehow he got.
Oh, okay. It's in the dirt mound
Yeah.
that you break with the tank guy. Oh, you see, I know where we are now. And then this is where the portrait is, up on that ledge.
Somewhere in the dark.
See
Dark
those
woods.
jumps that are crazy?
Somewhere there's the dark woods. I know.
Well, he's not going in the dark woods. Dark woods probably take a lot longer. Besides that,
That's the other thing.
I don't
like,
think you can get to the dark woods without beating the stage first.
Yeah, and then there's the other thing. Like each speedrunner will take like a slightly different route depending on what they think is the best way to get through each thing.
Ooh, nicely done. He's gonna go
'Cause,
back
like,
for that one.
I watched another one that was like maybe an hour and 30, and that was like the old world record for maybe like I don't know, like a couple months ago or a year ago or something. And this guy's taking a slightly different route than the one that I saw.
Oh, he missed it!
That was stupid.
Yeah, it was.
It was probably gold chase by at least 2 seconds. Because that was solid.
If he had gotten that. Oh, that's just after watching a speed run as good as that for that long, and then watching them
Mess up something like
like
that.
that.
Yeah, you feel bad. You're like,
Feel the pain, man, and not the workout kind either. So he still needs 5. Still
Yeah.
needs 5 moons. He hasn't even pressed any of the P switches yet.
nope. Okay, so I've seen a couple of different runs through this like little level, and some people use that thing, some people don't use that thing, and they'll just jump the whole way up.
He needs to stop getting mercy.
So he's gonna jump up that way, immediately jump out of it to grab that moon,
Nice, nice.
dive that way so you can keep on going. So he needs 3 more.
And he, okay. There was a boss right there. I'm pretty sure that would have given him 3. Maybe it doesn't. I'm just remembering wrong.
That's called improvisation.
I guess he didn't mean to go that way, and
Just,
he just kept on
Interesting.
going that way.
He's not worrying about the purple coins, because purple coins are just for outfits, aren't they?
I think so.
I don't think you get any wins for those.
Alright, so he needs 1 more.
Just 1 more, and then he can
Little
hop on
ones.
hop on the ship and. Oh no!
That's the first time he's been hit.
Yeah, it is.
That's dumb.
I
Yeah.
mean, you walk straight into it fuzzy.
Oh, we'll see. Maybe it's 25 by 6.
Cha!
Losing 4. Not the best.
So we're
But we can make do with
almost 20 minutes in, so we're about a third of the way through his run. About.
And
Yeah,
we're
my
finishing
video
Wooded
again.
Kingdom.
Yeah.
Finishing the first split path.
10 seconds behind, that's not bad.
Next we have Lost
We'll take
Kingdom.
it.
So, actually we get Clouded Kingdom. with
Yes!
The first battle with Bowser next.
Yeah.
That's actually, it takes him to
The cutscene, hon.
to Metro Kingdom, and then he gets
Yeah.
taken out.
Mhm.
Goes to Cloud Kingdom, then Lost Kingdom,
That's exactly how I lost time.
Into the city.
then to Metro
So
Kingdom.
then
Yeah.
even
He has Moon Kingdom as his final,
Yeah, Moon Kingdom is the last
and that
one.
looks to be his target time: 1 hour, 1 minute, 52 seconds.
Yeah. Skips those things so you can go. Now watch his strats on like
On Bowser?
on the
On the
Bowser
Bowser fight?
bosses.
Well, first off, he just straight up barrel roll right to him.
Quick hat. So that you can immediately get him. He's gonna try to do that almost every time.
here, his target time here is 1:18. Looks like. Oh, he got hit.
He got hit again. Yeah. So each time he's trying to dodge those hats until where he knows the hat is about to start.
Oh,
Oh man.
I'm losing time of it.
Yeah, he's not even happy with his time. He says he's losing
You
time.
got a lot of time saved there.
The other thing is we said this is the world record. It might be the world record. It might just be his personal best. Because
That's possible.
Because there are guys who own the world record that their personal best is literally a couple of seconds over, or like, you know, just if the world record is 1 hour and 1 minute, you know, their personal best other than that is 1 hour and 1 minute and like 1 second.
Yeah, it's entirely possible. He just skipped like that whole. He skipped the vulture.
Mm-hmm.
Does the vulture have a moon?
Yeah, but it's like it takes away Cappy. That's the point.
Steals your hat.
The vulture takes Cappy, so you have to do that first part of the island without Cappy. But he completely skipped that trigger.
And I've seen some guys that will allow it to go, and he'll just do the entire island without his hat and then leave without his hat. You're like, I don't even need my hat.
Well, actually, like, does it give you the hat back?
It gives you the hat back when you're like about to leave. It's very weird.
So, like, it's... Interesting. So, like, how many moons do you need to get before getting, the vulture taken?
I don't think any.
You don't need to get any, you can get all the moons
Without
the
Yep.
hat?
Yep.
I'm not...
Oh.
He has his hat, Jay.
Oh.
I'm talking about without the hat.
Yeah, there's another guy
That was good.
that does a run that does it without his hat the
Without
entire
the
island,
star.
and then just
And
leaves.
everything else.
Well, he goes to leave, and he has to get the hat so he can't leave. But once you get everything, the vulture's like, oh, well, I guess I'll just give you my hat back.
Really? Huh, that's interesting. He just gives you the hat back?
Yeah, like, you go to, like, start whatever you have to do to get the hat back, and then, like, it just immediately just gives you the hat back. Because there's no point in him keeping your hat at that point. Because he's
got nothing left to defend.
Yes.
That's interesting.
New Dom say.
But, I mean,
Have you seen that anywhere other than speedruns?
No, I haven't.
Because I'm curious to see what, like, the actual dialogue is, if
No.
they have any.
I haven't seen anybody do it other than speedruns. There's a YouTuber.
I might have to look that up.
There's a YouTuber who's a long time YouTuber. He's one of the first YouTubers. His name is Video Game Donkey. He's hilarious.
I've heard him.
He's got some really good content and stuff. But he's really good at this game. And he isn't a speedrunner, but he has sped run this game, and he's like played it casually. He's played the whole thing. And he's hilarious when you watch him do this, because he was the first one that I saw do it. He was like, man, I don't need the hat. You take my hat. Who says I need the hat to beat this whole island? And he just does the whole thing without the hat, and just, like, it's nothing.
Huh. That's interesting. You know what? I might have to do that as a challenge. To just...
You should do
a
that.
self-challenge, do
a
Lost Kingdom without the hat.
You should do, like, a couple of,
Because
whatever challenge that you can do without the hat. Try to
he just accidentally collected a purple coin, and now Cabby's trying to give him the purple coin tutorial.
And he's like, nope, I don't want it.
Nice. I hate those bug things. They're so disgusting.
Does a frame perfect jump so he can get across that skip.
Wow.
He has 2 moons.
He's about to get the boss, and then, like, the whole rest of the city opens up after that.
Yeah, like this one you have to do the boss.
This is probably one of my least favorite bosses in the game.
I've seen speedrunners in almost one cycle this dude.
Should still be fun.
He'll go into this corner because watch this.
Yeah, he's good.
He can't really attack you from this way, and plus it also is the smallest amount of like place or time for him to go across.
About the same.
So it saves a couple of extra seconds too.
I believe it's a tiny bit slower, but I like it more. Looks a bit cool.
And then you guys see it pop up here. Okay.
See, I'm awful at this boss. It'd take me 10 minutes just to beat that one.
Yeah.
I haven't actually.
He two cycles like it was nothing. Little baby boss. But again, like that's
There's just still confetti in the background.
like. And this is why I said I like watching speedruns so much, and why I want to try to tip some of my favorite games, because you just watch your favorite game being broken, you're like, I didn't know I could even do that. Now I want to try it, and it gives you like even more challenges and a more love for the game, because you go back and you're like, I can do that, I can do that. I really can't do that, but I'm gonna try.
Doing Lost Kingdom without the hat sounds like a really interesting challenge, and I'll probably do that at some point in the future. Not even as like a speedrun thing, just to like
Just
to
to do a
see
challenge,
how
yeah.
many moons, or how
How
like
well you
how
can
many
do
moons, and how well I can traverse the island without the hat.
That's alright.
Wait. Wait.
He just like leaned on the thing. We'll throw his hat so that he can get into that. And
Just.
but landed directly on the bench.
Yes,
too.
landed directly on the bench. That's beautiful. And then he goes and gets this
I'm gonna
one.
try a couple new things here.
He hasn't gone to the store yet.
No.
He hasn't bought the moon.
Which I don't know if he buys the moon for every level or just a couple of them, which makes it easier.
He didn't buy it in the Sand Kingdom,
Yeah.
or not Sand Kingdom.
It's possible that's BT2.
In the what's the water one?
Cascade Kingdom.
Yeah.
That one.
He
He didn't buy it in the
that.
Sand Kingdom either.
That's pretty clean overall.
The store was right there in the main town. He walked right past it.
So I guess it's whichever ones that he knows that he can get very quickly. He'll go.
Because he got the one in the Wooded Kingdom because the Wooded Kingdom wasn't in a shop. It was out in the open.
Yeah. You wouldn't have to go through the shop animation to get into it.
Yeah. And he didn't get the one in Cascade Kingdom because it was on the other side of the river. He didn't have a good way to jump over that like he did on the other way around.
My favorite thing is that when you hear him like trying to speed run, like just speed through a cutscene and just like you hit a button mashing.
I can't button mash like that. The only way I can make it sound like that is if I'm like literally ramming my face on the entire controller
Yeah.
and just rolling it about my forehead.
So he gets here.
He gets the trash can.
So that's a weird glitch that can happen sometimes.
I don't even know what he's talking about.
Me either. I didn't see any glitch at all. Look at that timing!
That was beautiful.
Precise aim! Maybe it's because he threw his hat backwards.
Probably.
He didn't mean to throw his hat backwards.
Oh,
He missed!
it's actually right under it, so that's good.
Needs 4 more. He gets that one right
Jumps
there.
into it.
I don't even remember how I got that one. Is there a frog somewhere around here maybe I stole?
That was a
Is
bit
that one there, the
Hello,
rooftop cafe. And then there's one here in this room. Yeah, there's the one down at the end, and then there's the hat on someone's head.
Dude.
And there's the parkour section up top. So he has 2 options to get this last hat, and he's going for the parkour one. Probably because hat guy is probably not even may not even be in that loop at that
Good
moment.
measure.
That's the other thing. Like, you see him before he even hits the ground, he's already
In the pause
fast traveling.
screen.
Yeah. Alright, so we're halfway done.
Yeah, that's 30 minutes.
Which is good.
And he's a couple seconds ahead of his time.
Yeah.
Just barely ahead of his time. He's still adding on to it, though, because he's not actually out yet.
Yeah. So he's 3 minutes, or 3 minutes, 3 seconds above his time.
3 seconds above his target time.
Yeah, like 120.
And he ends up beating it by 4 seconds. He ends up beating the world record
So somewhere
by 4 seconds, and his estimated time, whatever that might be,
Yeah.
by 10 seconds.
Metro was one of them right there.
So somewhere or another, he's got to cut some time off.
Yeah. And where is that, though? So next up, he's got Snow Kingdom. This is gonna be awful. Because he's gonna be jumping straight through darkness.
And getting all of it. Like this. Oh, he didn't go for that one jump. This is what I'm saying. I watched a couple of different people's speedrun games.
And they all have different tactics.
They all have
Where is
different
he going?
tactics.
Oh, he's getting Captain Toad!
Yeah, Ruin went a little poorly. Lost 6 seconds.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
Oh my goodness.
I didn't actually expect him to actually go get Captain Toad, because I figured that'd be like 2 out of the way for most of the kingdoms.
I'm not going to talk about that either. That didn't happen.
What didn't happen? Because everything I saw was awesome.
that's what I'm saying. Like, they'll be like, oh, that wasn't good. I'm like, what are you talking about? That's not good. There's no way I could ever even try to do that.
I mean, I could try. I'm just gonna fail miserably. I don't even know. I don't even know anymore. Get the ground bound straight into the roll after like being an inch off the ground. That's too much. Come on, man. You're not an armadillo. You're gonna break Mario's spine doing that or something one of these days. The day when they give Mario realistic physics and like a skeletal structure.
That would never happen.
Just to like mess with people. Mario is suddenly prone to physics! What?
Yeah, well, I mean,
Does he even need to do the race in this kingdom? Because he's halfway there, and he hasn't even touched the race yet.
He might not have to do the race.
He's...
Because the race will take a long time.
Yeah.
He might not do it. He's shooting for at least another 2 minutes for 4 of them.
Yeah,
So-
he's gotta be skipping the race. Oh, those moons take so long. He still needs 4 moons.
Yeah. He might just try
Unless
to
he
get all
can
the
do
extra
this-
moons that are all in these places.
That's true. There are extra ones.
So he might just take
Each of these all
extras.
have. Each of these rooms has 2 moons in them. Pretty sure. Yeah, because that one. There's the Goomba one. So he only needs
3 moons now.
3 moons.
Yeah.
He needs the last moon in here, and then
The next
the
2
2
moons.
moons in whichever door he goes through next.
What was that?
That was
He jumped over a bottomless
bottomless
Pit,
death
like-
pit. And this has got to be like eating at him too, being a, because that takes way longer than like anything else in this run has. Wait, he's not.
Okay, he's not going there. He's gonna go buy one of the moons.
He's gonna go buy one of the moons.
All right.
All right, here we go.
Buy one right there. Okay. Exits out.
And then he's gonna get another moon out by the entrance.
I guess so.
Huh?
Well, which one is he gonna get? Oh no. I've seen this one before.
Oh my goodness! Is that the cliff top?
Yep.
The paint, the portrait?
Yep. He just jumps out of there out of nowhere.
And he doesn't even go through the portrait. What kingdom is that portrait from?
I have no idea.
47? Something like that. We're good then.
It doesn't matter because he skipped it.
What painting is that portrait from?
Seaside.
Time save? Well, kingdom's right here.
I honestly can't remember what painting that
Seaside
portrait's
Kingdom,
from.
you can find
What kingdom that portrait's from.
Time save.
I'll get the phrasing right here in a second.
Just too dumbfounded by that jump that he just did.
The heck was that completely blind?
Into the completely darkness where you couldn't see anything, snow everywhere.
I didn't. Who even would know that was there?
And see, like, that's what I was confused about, because I saw another speedrunner that did that, but that was the first moon he got, was that jump. And he commented, he said, okay, this is kind of a hard jump right here, but I think I can get it. And he immediately gets it. I'm like,
Gets it first try.
what?
Where are you going here, bud?
I'm paying attention.
Just climbing up the cliff. Alright, mountain climber.
When you go in here.
Okay, completely off topic, but since I brought it up, I'm gonna bring it up. In Pokemon games,
Yes.
hikers are always super fat. Why?
What are all these things?
Hikers!
Yeah, that's kind of
The-
mean.
the
because
trainer
that doesn't-
class.
That doesn't really make sense.
That
because-
doesn't make sense at all. Why? The
Unless-
hikers in the Sun and Moon are like this big around.
Literally, unless their entire backpack is filled with trail mix, it's not. It's not.
Oh man!
They
All
should
right.
be the skinniest people out of all.
Yeah, absolutely they should. Other than like the maybe the dancers and the swimmers, but
Yeah.
the lasses and
happens if
swimmers.
you're allowed to?
But there's no way that they should be big around as they are in
No.
X and Y and black and white, because they are
What happens
rotunda.
in the water?
Like I said, the entire thing is made of trail mix.
This is-
Oh, you're cheap. Watch out for
No.
I hate you, weeds.
Alright, now, shh, please. So he's wanting to get out of here in like less than a minute
Yeah.
at this point.
Welcome
a little bit
to
over a minute.
Cheap Town.
And he's still got to get half of his moons.
There's one.
So he's got a minute left to get 4 moons.
Yeah.
To get out of here in a good time. And he's still over time.
Yeah.
Over
that's
his
the other
goal
thing.
for most of these.
Seaweed, man. Oh, wow!
He did that perfectly so he could get that cycle when that was right there.
The Dory.
Mm-hmm. That's another. That's like
Nice.
another thing that they'll do is they'll time. Okay, I have this much time to get to this place, so that'll be perfect in my run.
And then he's got to go down the trench to get this
To
one.
get this one.
Decent.
I feel like
And then he's got to fast travel back. And then he's
Done.
20 seconds ahead at this point.
yeah. Well, he
Just
shaved
about.
off some time.
That was pretty impressive.
He didn't even have to do that octo boss.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
No, he hasn't had to do hardly any of the bosses. He did 2 rabbits and the caterpillar. And he's still over. So where does he cut 10 seconds from?
I don't know.
There.
Well, he's gonna.
He hasn't cut any time,
Yeah,
Jay.
he's 3
Cut
minutes.
some time.
He's 3 seconds above time on the Seaside Kingdom, so he's gonna cut some time. My guess is he's gonna cut some time in the Moon Kingdom because he's gonna make some ridiculous moon jumps.
That's possible. Bowser's Kingdom is really straightforward, so
Yeah.
there's not really too many skips you could do there.
Mm-hmm. And you've got to beat at least what 2-3 mini bosses there.
At least. Plus, you have to beat 2 of the rabbits,
Sweet land.
and you have to beat the Robo Rabbit at the top.
Yeah. Unless he doesn't beat the Pokemon. He just
Can
skips
he
past
do
it.
that?
I don't know.
Because that's like a
Part of
required
this-
boss after the cutscene of Bowser taking Peach to the Moon Kingdom. It's like, can he even leave without Bowser taking Peach to the Moon Kingdom, or is that just? Are they gonna pull a Sand Kingdom and just have his thing float off into the sky. Like he's taking on dude guy now. He hasn't taken on the girl yet.
Joke.
Wait, what? Hold on. Let me see that again.
Jumps to stop him, throws the hat,
Okay.
hits him and goes.
Because he actually like moves.
Yeah.
Okay. I was confused as to what he was doing because it just looked like he was jumping in place and magically hitting him. But what he's doing is he's jumping forward a little bit
yeah.
and letting his movement forward actually cause the impact. Okay.
He didn't even have to face the giant ostrich.
Well, he hasn't even done that. He's not even halfway there yet, Jay.
Yeah.
But he might not. He might.
But he may not.
This might be one of the bosses because, like we said with the little centipede one, it might
Frank
be
go forward,
one that
go
he has to
forward.
play, but we don't know.
Just to like get enough moons.
Yeah.
Because I don't think there's enough moons in that storm part of Metro Kingdom for. I mean, he just gets that one and leaves. He doesn't get the other. He doesn't care about the other one that's in there.
So that one
When
probably
you're meant
takes
to
too
get-
too long for it.
Nice with the fork man. I don't even know what these guys are technically called. See, I didn't even remember that was there.
What did he just do? Oh, okay.
I remember that. I remember
Get
that.
the swag
And
strap,
then-
get the golden one, golden beet, golden radish.
Mm-hmm. There's
He knows exactly where it's gonna be.
yeah. Don't get burned. Then he gets the one on top of the pillar. Goodness gracious, and he still has so many moons more. This is a checkpoint. Guess that doesn't really matter though.
He even says it's not optimal, but it works. Dude, everything that you're
What
doing
are
is
you
optimal.
talking about?
And this is a game. Some boy you don't know, just his fault, is following you.
And then there's the secret moon.
That's what the comments.
And then there's the bubble. Just straight out. What?
What are those enemies?
Those are Goombas.
With shepherds?
Yep.
One day there's gonna be a fork bro, pan bro. That was right, pan bro. And now there's spinies.
Oh,
What?
Used it to clip in there. Oh.
Oh, goodness gracious. Okay, but
How are you gonna get out?
can he get out? Does the thing just magically disappear, or does it count as like a solid object and you just walk through it? It counts as a solid object and you just walk through it. It doesn't count as like a cage, it counts as a block.
Mm-hmm.
That's interesting. I wonder how precise you have to be with that to get to clip in there. Because it just looked like he just dragged the hammer bro over there.
Yeah, he dragged
sat
it.
him next to it and then
He turned
recaptured
the,
him.
the Hammer Bros like back towards it so that he could like jump out of it into it.
And now he's going after the meat
Exactly.
thing. And then
So I don't know. I know that there's like
these are the last 3 moons he needs.
yeah, that'll be it for him.
He didn't have to face the bonus. And that was supposed to be where the boss was. There, yep, there he is.
So he shows up, but he doesn't need him because he has enough moons.
Yeah. He shows up after you get the grand
That's gonna be 514 margin. Nice. Yo, Mario fan, thanks for the 37 viewer host. I've heard a lot about you.
He's gonna 45-12 is his time.
It is 6 seconds under now.
6 seconds. So he
got
cut
some time off.
9 seconds off of that.
Alright, so we got time
So
saved
he,
here as well.
wow, in the Luncheon Kingdom. Interesting. So next is Ruined.
So we're gonna be doing some new
So you're talking about like how.
So he's about to
be-
fight. He's about to fight the dragon.
Yeah.
All he needs is 3 moves from here.
He's
pretty
about to
sure.
fight Spyro in HD.
Spyro's great granddaddy.
Yes.
But you're talking about like how perfect they have to be with some of these jumps.
He just, yeah,
and
he
to
just
like get in there, he like messed up
one
that.
block is better than 2.
bumped into the key.
No, that's
But
one
there's
block.
some jumps and some like clips into wall that are so perfect that people will sit there and they'll lose like a good 2 minutes on just trying to get it. And then there's others
Dragon.
like him that will just get it the first try.
So we can still save time.
I wonder how he defeats him.
The same way you always defeat him.
I
Okay.
Just faster.
just faster. Yeah.
Oh, he actually got that.
He's using the invisibility frames.
Yeah, he
Getting it on
is.
purpose. So he literally knows exactly where that crack spot is and where all the keys are at any given time. And then he gets
He knows where the health is, so he can get his health
where
back.
that, he knows where the health is as well. There's just one sitting on the ground right there that he can get after the next one. Getting purposefully hit after like jumping all the way up there using the hat as a trampoline. Because he can't actually grab the keys though until the electricity's gone. But he's already ground pounding by the time the crown comes on.
Yeah, but it allows him to be up there and be ready immediately when his invincibility frames are dead.
Kaboosh. And he's using the homing thing by shaking the remote in order to grab onto that third one.
I'll take some water during the cutscene.
And he's like a full minute ahead at this right
Yeah.
now.
Ooh, tank with a host as well.
So you're skipping everything a bit.
Oh god. This one's decent. I'm enjoying it.
He's doing really well.
Dude, everyone's hosting. Good stuff.
And that's another thing that a lot of speedrunners will do. They're all Twitch users,
Right.
so you'll watch them
Thank
live.
you, everyone.
And it's
for-
hilarious because this will take him about an hour to speedrun, and that's
You know,
probably
just
around
keep going.
his usual time,
Yeah.
anywhere between like an hour and 20 minutes to do. So he'll like he's
10 seconds!
10 seconds under now. He'll probably be Twitch using. He'll probably be streaming for like 10 hours straight and just playing and get like 10 tries in a day.
That's ridiculous.
Bowser Kingdom!
Well, think about the people who speed run and try to beat the world record of the original Super Mario Bros. They can beat it in like 5 minutes. So if they play like a good 3 hours, they've had how many tries? Too many. 1, 2, too many.
But now he's Bowser Kingdom, and Bowser Kingdom is fairly linear.
So he's just gotta go
He's
as
just
quickly as
he's
possible
just got to
through this.
hardcore parkour
Yeah.
his way around. He's got to beat
Yes.
this big bad dude man, right? See, he doesn't even have a target moon count here. He just has to get up to the top.
Yeah.
Second try. Oh.
And so he's shooting for 56.25 here.
So
Have actually
So
pretty
he-
high time.
At least 7 or 8 minutes.
Because he does have 2 mini bosses and the
The big boss.
big
Yeah.
guy to face at the top. And he's only a third of the way through the kingdom at this point. He's got that big hill to climb. Also, the big vertical wall.
Oh yeah, with the birds that stick into the wall. Dude, I remember when I was playing with that, I died so many times just because I could never do it correctly. Just die all the time.
He's getting
Oh, it's
the
the-
moon keys.
Okay.
The moon pieces. Interesting. Nicely done. Very nicely done. And then the last one is in the keyhole.
Cameron?
Oh no, it's in that box right there. Oh, he has to get that to open the gate. Oh.
So, like you said, Bowser's Kingdom is how quickly and how efficiently he can do this.
Actually, no. Should I go for it?
He's talking about going for a swag strat. So they're like actual.
Has none of this so far been a swag strat?
No, that's the thing. Like some of them will do strats that are specifically for the game. Like you have to do them to be able to speedrun it. Swag strats are literally just stuff that looks cool so that you can do it. They're like, oh, I'm on a good run. Let me just do this because it looks cool.
I wonder if he needed that moon.
He might not have.
Because he doesn't have a moon count requirement right now.
Yeah.
But I'm wondering if maybe there is one after he beats.
After he beats this one.
He has one right now and he already completed it.
No, he didn't.
No, he doesn't have like a moon count.
He doesn't have a required number of moons to continue. This is what I
Oh,
say.
dang.
I didn't see how he stopped her
He's
face.
about to do it again.
Yeah, so let me
Throws
pay
that.
attention so I can see how he stops her face.
Jumps on her immediately. When she goes up, throws the first bomb, immediately hats it.
Never even thought to do that. I never even thought to try and hit one of the bombs underneath her.
We call this girl the female Team Ambrose.
The female version of Dean Ambrose. Absolute maniac of a character. And here's
Takes all the hats
Hattie
off.
Haddington.
Jumps off, hits that one so that he's immediately off. Hits him while he's doing all the hats. Hits his hat again so he stops him. Takes off some of the hats, jumps on him again.
Looking hot.
I didn't even know you could jump on him when he was laying down. I should have guessed that.
Mhm.
Wouldn't have taken me nearly as many tries to beat him. But I didn't even think to try that. Alright. No pun intended, but hats off to you, man. Totally the pun was intended. So I wonder how he's gonna take out the big robo guy.
Yeah.
Because
Robo Rabbit.
he's still got 3 minutes on his time here. And he has to climb this wall and beat.
Okay.
Okay.
Did you even need that movie?
He's using it to get up.
Oh, so it'd be a quicker.
He's not using the bird.
Skipping over that. Grabbing the
He's
bird
using that
there.
bird. Well, that bird might be impossible to get up this wall without the bird.
Yeah, I think so. Dang.
He's doing that really quickly. Jeez.
Area 3rd time.
Wow, that was impressive. Hi, Bowser Wowzer. Skip cutscene, and then we've got big Robo Brutal here. What? And then he just stays in the air. He just stays in the air like it's.
Well, like, what is he doing? Spin jumping
Yeah,
so he can attack them?
And he's just
First.
landing on.
That's one big machine.
He's just landing on the thing so that he can hat jump again.
He's literally just sitting on top of him riding right now.
Well,
Waiting
he
till-
probably, he probably can't even like do anything until it stops. Otherwise, he just gets thrown off.
Got it.
Dang.
He almost missed that last
Yeah,
one.
he did. Was he talking about the Takatu glitch?
standing in the air or anything? I heard one of y'all.
No, he was jumping up and down doing this boss, the big.
Oh yeah, where you jump off the top. When you hit it, it bounces you off, but you cancel it midair and you just bounce back to it. You just jump back to it.
It just looked like he was hop wheeling in midair.
Well, you do the little rainbow jump to try to like cancel the momentum, and then you can and then by the time it lands back down, you're already jumping back towards it.
It's not the hardest.
And he just looked like he was floating in the air.
He's just doing it so perfectly it doesn't look good.
Thanks for the 5-bit speed bars.
And he's still, like, almost a minute ahead of his time at this point.
Yeah.
40 seconds at this point. You stop talking.
That's a 745. Okay,
Gold split.
I'll take it. Thanks for the 10 bits, thanks for the 1 bit. Jeez.
So he's got a full balloon in less than an hour. In about 56 minutes exactly.
Yeah.
See, that's how you say time and gold. It's just golded by 3 more seconds.
Dang, he's
12 seconds. 12 and a half seconds ahead. And he ends up being like a full 10 seconds ahead, so he's actually going to lose time a bit here. Technically.
Yeah.
Even though he'd still be ahead. So he's got 5 minutes on this run, projected.
Yeah. Projected about 5 minutes.
And then
What he's probably gonna do is he's gonna mess up the cave jump, the cave skip jump, because that's the only thing I could think of that would waste about 2 seconds. That would,
That's it.
but wouldn't like ruin your thing.
Mm-hmm.
Either that or he just like messes up at the boss fight, and just like
Well, I told you some of these crazy moon jumps.
loses the hat.
Yeah.
You can abuse the moon.
Got it.
Do you know what I'm talking about when I say the cave skip?
I have no idea.
On this moon, you have to, you know how you have to go into the cave and you work your way all through it. You know how it's really long. Well, on speedruns, all you do is you go over to the back side of this. He's gonna jump around and go to the Sphinx right here. Go around to right here, and then he's gonna jump on that, and then he's gonna jump up in that little corner. And he's gonna jump off the wall, and then off that one, and then he's gonna be up here.
Oh.
And he didn't mess that up.
And he
So
didn't
he's
have-
right on time.
He didn't have to do anything in the cave.
That's just rude. I should go away, dog.
And once you complete this, there's Dark Moon and Darker Moon.
No,
and
it's just at the end of the game, Jay.
Yeah, he's doing 80%. So basically, as soon as he finishes this, he's done.
Yeah.
Now there are people that do all moons and 100% and Dark Side of the Moon runs.
Yeah, but he's just doing to the end of the Bowser fight.
Yes. As
So he's
fast-
got this and the collapse sequence, and that's it.
Yeah.
He lost
Let's get a nice looking Bowser. Look at him go. Just flying to the other side.
It took me forever to figure out how I'm supposed to dodge that.
Yeah, it's dumb that the hitbox, because it looks like you shouldn't be able to jump over it.
Well, not that it looks like I shouldn't be able to jump over it, it's just that several times I've ended up straight in the middle of it and not get hurt. And then other times, I'm getting hurt at it no matter what I do. And eventually I figured out what it was I was supposed to do.
First person. No. Usual.
I figured out the timing.
He's being rude to Bowser. You see him going into like first person. Just look at him. Just looking at him.
Just look
All
at
right,
it.
he's about to get that fast hat. Keep the invisibility frame so that you can miss all that stuff. Grab the hat. Dude. Jumps. And 2. And 3.
Guess he's gonna lose some time in the
And the first time I did
in
this,
the Bowser section. You know what I mean? Like in the where you.
Yeah.
the first time, like when I did it for the playthrough, when he went for that forward swing, it caught me way off guard. He went for 4!
Yes,
I
yes.
just screamed that at the top of my lungs. He went for 4!
we also love this.
This was easily one of the best endings to a Mario game I've ever seen.
This is taking over Bowser, and you can play as Bowser.
Just Bowsering it up, full on.
You triple jump Bowser, you know that?
Oh my.
I did not know that. Oh, he messed up the
That's
jump!
where he lost
I
his time.
accidentally triple jumped
He missed his
before.
triple jump right there.
And then this is the first 8-bit section he's ever done. He hasn't done an 8-bit section yet.
Yeah, true.
This is the first time he's going in.
Yeah, because pretty much every 8-bit section is short enough that you can jump over. It's stupid. I don't know why they made him like that.
He's gonna 8-bit skip it. Yep.
Well,
Dude.
did he not do the one in Donk City?
Nope.
Nope.
He
How did he
didn't-
skip that?
He didn't have to do it because he didn't have to get it because he already had enough moves. It's like an 80% run, so he's just running through it as fast as
Oh, okay. So
Yeah.
he just got the moons beforehand, and then when it triggered the thing, he just left.
Exactly.
Oh.
So this is the last part of the game right here. It's pretty cool. I like it.
So he's got a minute. He's got over a minute to finish this last bit.
Yep.
And that's it. See, when I first did this, I didn't know you could use fireballs.
I still didn't know until I started watching this right now.
I figured out when I watched PK Sparks, he did a playthrough of it. I just wanted to see what his reaction was to the finale. I watched his playthrough of the finale. And he figured out immediately you can throw fireballs, you can breathe fire with Bowser. I was like, how'd you do that? And then I saw what was the very first piece of instruction you get before he even tells you how to call is you shake to throw a fireball.
Yeah. Thanks for the 100 bits. Appreciate it. Oh, I'm on the. Okay. We split a second late because I wasn't on my splits, but it's a 101-42.
Yeah.
Let's go.
He was just late on pressing the button. Let's go!
So don't go tell all your friends that it's a 101-43, it's a 101-42. Woo! Okay, the bits are lagging my stream. Okay.
He's not even like, yeah, I got the world record or anything. He's not.
I just do so much.
Oh man.
He's not even celebratory about it or anything. He's just like, yep.
Well, that was probably his fourth attempt of the day, so he's like
I don't
4
care.
hours. He's playing the game
I don't
for-
care. You
it's like-
got a world record at something. You are the best in the world at something.
Yo, look,
You
if
celebrate that.
you want
He's
to
just
see the best celebration of a speedrun, go look at Golden Eye Streets. There's a dude that pops off like crazy. He gets it in a minute and 12 seconds, and he's like, it's 112. That's right, baby. It's 112.
See,
yeah.
yeah.
Look at him. But this dude's like, yeah, it's a 101.
He says it's a 101-42. I was a bit late on the button. This is 101-42. Come on, man. Show a little enthusiasm.
Yeah.
So that's that was
That is what we will
try.
Are we even going to try?
At this point, I just-
The boss,
Okay.
the rabbit shortcuts. I'll
Yeah,
probably be able to
yeah,
do, but the Mecha Brutal and the Worm, no chance.
And here's some of the things, we could do a full speed run like he just did, where it's non-segmented. You could just do a segmented run where it's you just do each kingdom, and you do each kingdom until you get it the best as possible. And then you just put that point. And then you put this was my late kingdom, this was my this kingdom, this was my this kingdom. And those are the best of each one. That kind of feels like cheap.
Yeah.
But there is a category that says a segmented run on speedruns.com. People do it, and it's allowed.
I don't care.
But the only real speedrunners do it all in one sitting.
What I will probably do is, because it's going to be an absolute train wreck, is we're going to end up with 5 to 8 hours of footage.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll either condense it all into an hour, hour and a half, maybe 2 hours long video, or I'll cut it up by kingdom and have Hat and Cascade Kingdom, since Hat Kingdom's so small.
Yeah.
and then also group together the Clouded Kingdom and the Ruined Kingdom with whatever's right after them.
So how did you feel about one of your favorite games being broken? So just pieces.
I definitely learned a lot about the game itself and the mechanics of it. Like jumping on the hats on the rabbits, didn't know about that. Jumping on Topper when he's laying down and doing the spin thing, didn't know about that either. Hitting the bombs when the bomb-haired lady is floating overhead, I didn't know you could do that. For Tall Guy and the Poison Guy, those ones both make sense, and I should have figured those out. But I didn't, because boss, I immediately think you can't touch it.
Yeah, don't touch it until...
Don't touch it until you're supposed to.
Yeah.
Until the game is practically, explicitly telling you, come hit me.
I feel like most of the game, like, is that like the bosses and some of like the in-game portions of the kingdoms we're all like that. We're like, you know, it's you could learn a lot from them because they're like you said, that you're supposed to wait until the boss says hit me.
Right.
So like those are something that we can learn a lot from. Like a bunch of the stuff that's just in the kingdoms, it's all practice, and it's all like knowing exactly where each moon is and knowing I have to jump from this one to this one at this time, and this, you know, I have to go this far, and then I have to know where to throw my hat so that I can go to the next one so that I can. That's
and I don't know that.
Yeah.
So our speedrun is going to look more like a casual play, just jammed all into one.
A casual play, but it's
done as quickly as I possibly might.
So it's not really a speed run, but it's a run that is fast.
A brisk run.
A brisk run.
A brisk. That's gonna be the title. Quotes. Brisk run. Jog run.
Jog run.
Jog run. Nah, I like brisk run better.
I like brisk run.
Brisk run. Okay, Niall, you have to take that out of here. Niall, go on. Can't have that in here when we're trying to record. Niall, now.
Okay, I could not figure out what that noise was.
It is not a
baby
dying
love cat.
child.
I thought somebody was crying.
No, it's
His
a cat.
baby love cat.
It wasn't.
Freaking me out.
But also, I feel like, have you ever watched the cartoon? This is way off topic. This is just something random about the video that I just thought about.
Just
you ever watched the cartoon Jackie Chan Adventures?
I have not.
Okay, so on the
I've heard of it, but I haven't
cartoon,
seen anything of it.
one of the characters is named Uncle, and the whole time, like one of his things is he's like, one more thing. I'm going to do, and he just like says something random to Jackie, and Jackie's like, Uncle, but he just kept on saying, one more. I felt like I was Uncle throughout this entire video because I kept on saying, but the other thing is right here. The other thing is, so if you don't like put me next to Uncle and saying one more thing.
I mean, I guess I'll just have to like find some clip of it somewhere.
Literally just clip like a, you know, those little frame perfect, not frame perfect, the little frame of a picture of the cartoon. It'll be like right next to. Just put that right next to me.
Just like a screenshot.
Yeah, a little
like
screenshot.
The text at the bottom.
After like right next to me every time that I say it, just Uncle.
See, I'm
and
not,
another thing is,
I'm not gonna do that. What I was going to do after you say you have to put me right next to it, was just have at that point it cut to a little scene. And one more thing, and just have it that one place.
Yep.
But wow. Okay, so
yeah,
1 hour. See, I was expecting it to be more like an hour and a half, 2 hours.
yeah, and
That was just barely over an hour.
yeah, and like I've said, I've watched a bunch of different speedruns, a bunch of my like different favorite games, and like you said, you learn a lot about the mechanics, you learn about the game, you learn about the gameplay. One thing that I learned is that I'm a terrible video game player.
See, okay. No.
I'm really bad.
No. No.
I'm just not as good as these guys.
Yes. We are not horrible at video games. we simply do not have the drive to be that stupidly good at one video game.
Yeah. And what was the name of this guy? Super Curbs? Was it?
Where was it? LilKirbs14.
Hats off to LilKirbs14. That's crazy.
Nice and powerful. 1 hour, 1 minute, and 42-second world record 2 weeks ago.
Because look, that it's just insane that people can speedrun.
I would like to
break things
point
like this.
out, we started planning this whole speedrun thing before he made this world record.
It's true.
Before, when we first started planning this, the world record was 4 seconds longer than this one.
It's just
By
throws me off.
You're just gonna
Micro
play
beta.
anymore.
now, we are busy.
But yeah, and just like all speedrunners out there, like we just make some jokes about how like we don't have the time, we don't have the drive or anything, but y'all are crazy because
Yeah,
not like crazy bad, like crazy good, just because like
just crazy.
y'all will spend so much time and spend y'all's entire life and everything, and that's not a bad thing because y'all are giving people like us new outlooks
That
on games and they're entertaining
And yes, it's entertaining. It's really cool to like see and learn through a fast-paced video like this, and to see a whole game through a fast-paced video like this. You think, oh, it's an hour long. That's an awfully long time to sit down and watch a YouTube video. But when it's an entire game, it's really not.
fast paced and you're getting all this stuff, so much action is happening, like
And
you
then
guys
he
have-
does so stupid blind jumps out to nowhere, and he makes it, and you're like, where were you looking?
and you realize that how much we love these games. We'll watch it and
Yes.
we love these games, and you know that's why we're watching the speedrun. That's why we're gonna try
That's
to
why we're going to brisk run
run it
next
But
week.
The amount of love and passion these guys have to be able to speedrun it, they know the game inside and out almost as well as the developers, and they know it so well.
And they know the frame data, they know the positioning, they know timing,
They know how to
cycles, they
know how to break the stuff that the developers put in there so that they can get a better game.
the Hammer Bro.
Yeah.
That's a box. That's not a cage.
That's not supposed to be. Or both times where he's clipped into the Sphinx
Into the
behind
Sphinx,
it.
yeah.
Like, it shows how much dedication, it shows how much love they have for the game, but it also shows how much disrespect they have for the game. They're gonna break it and they're gonna skip everything. That cave skip, I'm still mad about that.
Yeah, the cave skip and the mini boss tricks, those I'll probably easily be able to do.
Yeah.
For the Mecha Brutal and maybe even Mama Brutal, Big Mama Brutal, I'll probably be able to do that one too, with the gold chain chomp.
And I think with enough practice, the centipede thing in Donk City.
I hate Centipede. It's so
I feel
awfully bad.
Yeah, I feel like with a little practice, that wouldn't be as bad. Cause like what he was doing, that getting in the corners and stuff, trying to like get away
see,
from him and stuff.
that I can do. It's actually
Shooting.
hitting the darn thing.
Yeah.
It's stupid.
But so yeah.
But yeah, that will all be relatively.
Okay, this goes in.
Our brisk one is going to contain a lot more boss battles than this one did.
Yes, just a couple.
Just to,
Because I don't think that we can actually get some of those ones where he would like
he's like jump around.
jump. Oh wait, I'm on top of the mountain.
You want to see something stupid on Odyssey? Do you have it?
No, we're on my Wii U right now.
Oh, okay.
Because there's not a YouTube
gonna
app
show
on
you.
Switch.
I was gonna show you something. How to get to the. Have you ever seen Have you seen the letters?
Yeah, I know that. I know what you're talking about.
You know
In New Donk City, the
You know
Mario
letters in New York
letters,
City?
after
Oh, you know,
you
we
beat
have
the
to-
centipede,
if the-
you can glitch.
That's
They're just locked into that little park area. You can glitch out of that with the letters. You with all of them but the M.
You can send them anywhere, and then you can take one of them and you can sit it, and you can wait for a
car to get
car to
into
come
it.
up, and then it'll stop, and you have to jump out of it, and then he drives into it, kind of gets stuck, and then you recapture it, and now you're both stuck, and you just jiggle around for a little while, and then you hold one direction, and
And
it'll
shoot you out in that direction like a bullet.
That's another thing we can do. We can do a glitch what's that called? A glitch. No, I want to say it's like a glitch fest, but it's not a glitch fest.
Well,
it's like a.
I know what you're talking about, like just like a glitch montage.
Yes, a glitch montage.
And
there
are I've seen a couple YouTubers who've done that. One YouTuber in particular, and now that I'm talking about it, we should definitely react to some of his stuff. Psycho is SY.
Yeah, you've seen
CHO.
some of the glitch things.
Yeah.
Or is it Glitch Fest? One or the other.
Psycho does Glitch Fest, and he did a whole like Glitch Quest series on Pokemon Red, Blue, and Green.
Yeah.
And if you guys haven't seen that, we need to watch it because that was disgusting what he did to some of those games.
You can literally break Red and Blue so bad that you can't play the game anymore.
He broke Green to the point where like everything stopped existing. It's so awful.
Throw the cartridge away.
He literally made everything in Pokemon Tower die. Oh my! But yeah, we should definitely watch some of that glitch stuff and react to that. That would be a lot of fun to just. And Sonic 06 glitches, those.
That we don't talk about that game. You know I love Sonic, but Sonic 06, we don't talk about that game.
Not even to make fun of it?
That's the worst Sonic game ever in existence.
Now,
it's like, don't get me wrong, I played through the entire thing, I got it 100% and I played it, but that's just because I'm a Sonic fan, but it's a garbage game.
Now,
Silver is the most garbage character Sonic has ever created.
Now,
At me.
I'm not going to disagree with you.
That's right.
I absolutely 100% agree that everything done in Sonic 06 was complete trash.
I feel a bug coming on.
But we still want to make fun of it.
Oh well, yeah. I mean, like that's the only.
That's why I want to watch the glitch videos of Sonic 06. Because we can sit here and we can look at the awfulness on our screen and we can say, thank goodness that definitely doesn't ever happen today, doesn't ever happen, definitely not ever, except occasionally it does with games like this. That's an awful game. It's my Sonic 06. And I did the exact same thing you did. You 100%ed Sonic 06. I 100%ed that bullcrap Pac-Man game. And it was a pain every step of the way. And you would feel like Pac-Man.
But I feel like we've said all we can and will say about this.
For this subject, yes.
Yes.
But, especially since we've gotten kind of off topic here towards the end. But, I think that is going to wrap everything up for the speedrun viewing portion of this lovely little charade we're going to embark on. Join us whenever the next one goes up.
Join us next time.
For our 8.5 hour long spectacular
The brisk run
of Super Mario Odyssey.
I guess now we have to plan on which one we're gonna try to brisk run next. It ain't gonna be Breath of the Wild.
No. No.
Breath of the Wild that's a scary brisk run. That's a scary run. People will beat it in like 15 minutes and like No, you go up to Bowser not Bowser.
Ganon.
Alright, let's release marker. You go up to Ganon with like nothing, just go in there and steal all the stuff from the Hyrule Castle and then just go to him and like, you were supposed to play the game.
That sounds like murder!
Dude. And they'll beat him like that, just with the stuff they grabbed from the castle, just...
I guess it would... Okay, so here's my thing on that. And we're gonna end the video and then we'll talk off camera. We'll talk to you guys later. Otherwise, we'll just be here all day.